What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the Jacksonville Jaguars Fan Battle Sports Podcast. Today is June 30th, and we are still in the off season, but we still got some exciting news to talk about, and of course, nonsense to talk about our division rivals. I am your host, Matthew G. Sports, co-host Cody Cold. What's up, Cody?
What's going on, everybody?
It's Friday, by the way. So for those that might be watching or listening after this live, it is Friday. So we are kicking off our weekend talking about the best team in the division, Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh yeah.
So let's just dive right down to it. Yesterday, I believe they came out with officially with left tackle Cam Robinson's suspension, which was 4 games. Cody, you want to take the lead on that one?
Yeah, so from the looks of it, they're going to be starting Walker Little at left tackle and then Anton Harrison at right tackle. Anton Harrison, the rookie. And Walker Little's on his, sophomore year or junior?
Wait, who?
Uh,
Which one?
Walker Little?
Walker Little? Yeah, this will be his second year.
Yeah. So for the 4-game suspension, we're going to be playing the Cowboys, the Lions, the Dolphins, and the Colts. And, the Colts their left end, their right end, whatever is not good. So I don't think there's going to be too much of an issue, if at all, whatever. But that's our division rivals or whatever. So they're on the list. But Walker Little's going to be sophomore season, and he's going to have to go up against Doris Armstrong, Josh Kaminsky, Christian Wilkins from the Dolphins. That's going to be a tough one. And then Khalid Kareem. But Anton Harrison, the rookie, is going to have to go up against DeMarcus Lawrence, Aiden Hutchinson, Emmanuel Ogba, and then Kwity Paye. So, I mean, you're talking about like running the gauntlet right after you get drafted. Like, hey, and then when the draft happened, we were like, does this pick even make sense or whatever? Everybody wanted to go like defensive end or something like that or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your? It was a cornerback from Penn State. Who do you want?
Yeah, it was it Joey Porter Jr.?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine getting JPJ and then having no answer
It's true.
to that gauntlet. So yeah, this it makes a lot more sense now. And the head office knew about it before everybody else did. And if you listen to Jaguars radio and stuff like that, whatever, they saw it coming. They knew it was coming. They said it, but they didn't say it. It was like in hushed tones and stuff. And then we originally thought the Cam Robinson thing was going to be a 6-game suspension, but
Yeah.
turns out it's 4. And he's already, I think he's already apologized for his behavior.
He did the politically correct thing.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I'm like, for one, it's not as bad as I thought. For 2, we have an answer for it. An unproven answer, but it is an answer. So we'll see.
Yeah. What's interesting, just some tidbits about it is, so he'll lose exactly $888,888 for each game. So that's a total of a little over $3.5 million. It also voids the guarantee. With him being a first round draft pick, he had the $16 million base salary for 2023. So, oh wait, no, this isn't his rookie contract. Sorry, this is his extension. So this will be the second year of a 3-year extension. He talking amongst, if you listen to the Jaguars radio, they essentially expected to not bring him back next year on this contract. I guess they can essentially just let him loose after this year, and there wouldn't be any, if much, cap hit on us. Right. And so I still think that even if Cam Robinson wasn't going to be suspended, I still think they would have. Knowing what I know now, I still think they would have drafted as like they did. So, you get cheaper. Oh my gosh, Gabriel. What's up, Gabe? Josh Dobbs forward pass. Right. That's right, man. Josh Dobbs, he almost beat us. It was so close. We almost lost to Josh Dobbs, but you know what? We then turned around and beat Justin Herbert, who is a little bit better than Josh Dobbs. So, anyways, back to Cam Robinson. It'll be interesting to see, if Walker Little performs really well. I mean, that'd be a good problem to have, right? You'd have an expensive guy sitting on the bench, but if Walker Little steps up to the plate and is able to handle his own, who knows? Maybe we fast forward the process a little bit, but just something interesting. So, for those that don't know, Cam Robinson, our left tackle, was suspended for 4 games for violating the league's performance enhancing drug policy. So, essentially, he was taking steroids, right? Something about steroids. I don't know if you had seen. I came across this on the Tiki-Taki that there is a gentleman who is trying to push, and it sounds like in 2024 there is going to be. I think they call it the enhanced games. So it's like the Olympics, but for people who are using performance enhanced drugs. So, um,
There was like a post about that like a while back, whatever. It was like, why do we like, tell them that they can't use performance enhancing drugs? Like, why don't we just like push it to the limit, see how far the human body could actually go?
well, I think that's what the goal is with this other I don't know, the startup, whatever you want to call it. But I think part of it is when steroids just has the stigma about it. And I think maybe back in the 60s, 50s, whatever, whenever it first was introduced or became more popular, there probably wasn't as much science into it as there is today. And so it probably was stupid harmful for people to take it. But I think, there's been advances in science. It's probably not near as harmful as it used to be. And
That reminds me of those like old drug free commercials. Are you in here using needles? That's not for me, Kyle.
I mean, I say give them all the steroids and let's see how high they can jump and how fast they can go and how hard they can throw the ball. But that's just me.
Little off topic, different sport. UFC, John Bones Jones and oh man, there's another guy. I love this dude, but I can't remember his name right now. Anyway, both of them admitted to being on performance enhancing drugs during a fight, and it was like one of the most amazing fights I've ever seen. So, I mean, yeah, it would be super interesting to watch. What's up?
Sorry, I accidentally muted myself. I think
Yeah.
there's a bit of a delay with the sound in my lips. Dang it, Bobby. Yeah, so one thing, I've been up and down with Cam Robinson on being a fan of him on the team and wanting him at the left tackle. The one thing you can give the guy is he's been available, right? Availability is the best ability, and since he's been here, he started. I want to say he's been here for every game. Like he's been available for every game. He started.
He's
Let's see, seven.
he's
I want to
been
say he started 75 games at left tackle for us. Yep.
I swear he's been injured like a handful of times.
Oh, you know what? Wasn't he out for like a year?
Yeah.
He was, but I think still he's held up for most of the part since he's been here since 2017, and so he's been a steady rock there at the left tackle.
I
He's had
mean,
his ups and downs.
some fans that I was talking to was saying that like you can guarantee that Cam Robinson would have been out for a couple of games anyway because of like an injury and stuff like that. So they didn't think that the 4 game suspension thing really mattered too much. So it's kind of funny hearing you say the opposite. Yeah, I mean he's been what was it like low ankle sprain and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For a couple of games here and there or whatever. So I mean, it hasn't been yeah, he's been consistent with his play. Like
Um, You know, he has missed pretty much every year. So last year he missed 3 games. The previous year he missed 2 games. Wait, no. 8, 16. Yeah. And then 2020 is the only year he's played all 16. So
Right.
2018 he was out for the majority of the year, but he's missed about 2 games every year. So
Yeah. Yeah. So this is just like getting that out of the way.
that's true. That's true. But also, like we talked about a little bit, it's maybe fast tracking a situation that would have happened anyways, and getting some solid reps for Ben Barch as well as Walker Little and Anton Harrison. We have such a young offensive front line. It's pretty awesome. And it helps to have Trevor Lawrence back there running around because, we've talked about it before. Trevor Lawrence, he's pretty good at getting moving around the pocket with his legs. I mean, he's no Justin Fields, but he can hurt you with his legs. Josh Senior from YouTube comments saying, "Will this hurt his chances of securing a bigger bag next season with the Jags?" So, Josh, he's actually on his second year of a 3-year contract extension. The rumor mill was that he was going to be gone after this next year, anyways, and that's part of the reason why we've drafted. So I think he was going to be cut regardless this next, because I think in the third year of his contract, I want to say there's not much of a cap hit for us. So we're getting cheaper and younger.
Yeah, we just got rid of Jawan Taylor like after a century. It seems like.
Well, Jawan Taylor, he was still under his rookie contract, I'm pretty sure. And I want to say we didn't pick up his. Yeah, so I think Jawan Taylor, that's his second contract.
Right.
But we didn't want to match that absurd amount of money. Will it hurt his bag? I think he's a solid enough left tackle that the right team will pay him.
Yeah, like with the Jags, they hurt his bag. And it would have been that way regardless of the suspension or not. But yeah, there's a lot of teams out there that need that position, so he would get it somewhere else for sure.
Yeah, it's not like the running back position. I feel like the running back position, the way they treat the running backs these days, I think that would definitely hurt him.
It's so crazy, like because everybody's going to the gun or whatever, and they need like receiving running backs and stuff like that. Whatever, it's right. like we're almost out of the era of like hard nose, like running down in your face, whatever football, and it kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's kind of like the NBA, right? They moved from down, pounded and down low to shooting it from the 3. Like you have freaking big centers, 7-foot guys that are 3-point specialists. So it's kind of like in the NFL now. It's more about pass happy versus running. You set up the pass. You set up the run with the pass versus setting up the pass with the run.
Yeah, I mean, just a couple of years ago, we drafted Leonard Fournette at number 1. And now I don't see that happening like in the future. Like if there was another like Leonard Fournette type of back or whatever, like I don't see another running back going number 1 overall in the draft.
Well, Fournette wasn't the number 1 overall pick.
Oh yeah, he was like
4.
Oh yeah,
which they still go pretty high, but I think there's typically one running back in the first round, but 10, 15 years ago it was several running backs in the first round. But
you know me, like when I'm watching the draft or whatever, I'm like blacked out. Like the Jaguars are picking, I'm up.
yeah, I miss me some Leonard Fournette. I think we let him go too early, but good for him landing with the Bucks. Actually, I think he's a free agent right now.
So out of these 4 games without Ken Robinson, which one are you worried about?
I mean, I'm not worried about any of them. We got
the Cowboys, the Lions, the Dolphins, and the Colts.
We got T-Law in the backfield. I'm not worried about any of them. No, I'm just kidding. Dang. I mean, Cowboys are good. The Lions are good. The Dolphins are good. I mean, the Colts suck, so. Oh, wait, that's the preseason. I'm sorry. So the Colts. No, I'm not worried about the Colts. The Chiefs. Texans. Wait, are we looking at the same?
Oh, did I accidentally put the preseason games?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Our first game is the Colts, remember?
Oh, okay.
Colts, Chiefs, Texans, Falcons are the 4 games he's going to miss. I think
That
I think
that changes things.
I think Chiefs, and I only say the Chiefs. I'd be worried about it because it is early on, and the Chiefs are really good. I mean, not to say that their defense is out of this world, but that would be the one that I worry about. Is the Chiefs game?
I'll say the Texans. I mean, now I
Yeah,
cannot
that's a close one.
I cannot believe that I just whiffed that one. I put the preseason games. Oh my god.
Good.
But
Josh Senior in the comment section says, "Got it. I remember him being on a tag but that was last season. I don't know why I thought it was this. No worries." And then he says, "Y'all let James Robinson go too early too."
he was injured, man. Like
We did not. There was something that the Jags organization that nobody else knew apparently, because the Jets, when he got traded to the Jets like he played a couple downs with the Jets, and then he got picked up by the Patriots in the offseason, but the Patriots have already let him go. So I'm pretty sure he's a free agent right now. And I think when the Patriots signed him, they signed him to a 2-year contract, and so they kind of just let that money go. James Robinson, there must be something injury wise that everyone's not publicly aware of.
Yeah.
And then Josh Senior again says, "Y'all losing to Colts week 1." False. David Michael says, "Duval, what's up, man? Appreciate it."
That was right in the microphone. You gotta back up a little bit. You gotta like Duval.
There's no wrong way to do the Duval.
I don't know.
No. So now that you have a new set of games to go over, so you're saying Houston is the one that you're worried about?
Yeah.
Not having Cam Robinson in. They do have some good pieces on the defensive side.
Right. Yeah, that's that part. And it's a division game, so yeah. I mean, with the Chiefs, it's kind of like, so I mean, if you beat the Chiefs in the regular season, it's like no big deal. You know, it's like, so what? Whatever. You got to beat the Chiefs in the playoffs or whatever in order for it to really matter. And this being a division game, and they're them having like some solid pieces on the defense, I'll give them that. You know, they're gonna have to step it up big time. Figure out. Oh yeah, they got Damian Pierce. So
yeah, Damian Pierce is pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know.
Still suck.
Yeah, they do. But yeah, man, I don't know for that one, for not having Cam Robinson, for putting a true freshman in at right tackle. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
We just made it interesting for the Texans, and I don't like us making it interesting for the Texans. I like us going in there and stopping them,
which I think is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Josh says, "Y'all not sweeping us. You know we can't win in JVille." Listen, division games are always very interesting, no matter where you're at as far as talent wise, because you just know them. But I do think this is our year. I think this is the year. Like legitimately, I think we do take that next step, and we're gonna win the games that we're supposed to win, and that's one of them. So
yeah, I mean, it's just for the key pieces coming back, the coaching staff meeting with the players, you know, getting the chemistry right in the locker room, in the front office, everything is like melding together like we've never seen it here in Jacksonville. Maybe one time, whatever, with the 2017, but other than that, it's like you know, the defensive coordinator. This is going to be the second year, so everything's, and you know, towards the end of the last season, you know, we were seeing huge strides in the upwards trending direction. So yeah, once the season starts, if we even come close to the same momentum that we had during the last little bit of the season last year, then you know, we'll be solid, very solid. Solid enough to where I think like playing teams like the Chiefs or the Dolphins or, you know, the Bills, like I think there's going to be close, winnable games. So in saying stuff like that, whatever, is like, especially being a Jaguars fan, you know, how long has this been going on where we haven't been able to say stuff like that?
Yeah. Josh Senior says, "So y'all sweeping us?" Yes.
I mean, y'all got Anthony Richardson, and I'm just not high up on him.
dude.
And the reason why I'm not is because like he just like, so he's a he's a solid. I mean, he's a solid quarterback. Don't get me wrong. Um, y'all have somebody there for sure, and it's not some 80-year-old man in a wheelchair. So you got to keep your head up high for that part. But the part that bothers me is that I think once Anthony Richardson gets his shirt dirty, he turns into a completely different quarterback. His eyes get a little bit bigger. He's going to be, his first days in the NFL. And our defense is going to take huge leaps forward or whatever. Like coming after people, we got Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker needs to make those leaps. So yeah, they got something to prove, and Anthony Richardson's a little fawn, a doe, big eyes out there. So yeah, this is gonna be. I think it's gonna be funny, man. I think it's gonna. Y'all might get like something like that Baker Mayfield thing happening, like one of his first days in the NFL, whatever. He's on ESPN just sprawled out.
Josh says, for the Titans, then the Texans, now the Jags saying they're sweeping us. What's wrong with y'all? Listen, we are we're the only team in the division that has a legitimate chance of actually sweeping everybody. The Titans, dude. The Titans are Titans. They're delusional. The Texans, listen, Texans, we've been there, done that. Winning the offseason feels great during the offseason, but when week one hits, it hits hard, and it's a reality that you still suck. So Texans aren't sweeping anybody. They might be sweeping the dirt off the floor or the confetti from our Super Bowl parade. That's all the sweeping they'll be getting done.
I mean, so the Texans and the Colts have two unproven quarterbacks. I mean, somebody leading your team.
Well, all three teams do, actually.
And then the Titans have Tannehill and that Mayo Eater guy.
Well, I mean, the Titans supposedly Willis has been making some strides, and then
strides.
Yeah.
You mean like he completed a pass?
Supposedly, I don't know. So, I don't know. But I mean, we're the Kings until we're not, right?
I just don't see like how you have the confidence or whatever if your quarterback's unproven. Like if he's never touched the NFL field or whatever, he's never gone up against NFL competition. I mean, in my gut, whatever, if that was the Jaguars, even if my whole other team was like, in it had good pieces, which a lot of y'all's don't. Like, I was like, yeah, like Texans have a decent defense, whatever, but y'all wide receiver core sucks. The Titan or the Colts have they got a good running
back.
Colts got a team. Yeah, they got something, but I don't know. I just don't have faith in Anthony Richardson. That's what I'm saying. And with the Titans or whatever, it's like, bro, you got like, even if you put in what's his name?
Which one, Will Levis or
Will Levis? Yeah, if you put in Will Levis, like start day one or whatever, and he completes a pass to who?
Yeah,
who? That's what everybody in the Titans stadium is going to be like if he completes a pass.
Yeah. Well, unless they can get old D-Hop there, but we'll see. I'd say this: it goes Jaguars, obviously number one, and then Colts. They'll always have a solid roster. I think this is probably one of their worst rosters they've had in years, but they do have some key pieces, more so than the other two. And then I think it goes Titans, and then Houston. It's funny because the Houston Texans fan battle, they keep talking about how they're going to win all these games, and yet the entire planet Earth, every sports pundit on planet Earth says they're going to be the worst team again in the league. Them, and I think it's the Cardinals. But
if you watch the Texans podcast, which I hope that you do because it's great material, it's good stuff, man. It's really good. But I'm going to tell you, this is the formula. They start high, they start really high. Super Bowls, stuff like that. We got this, we got that, we got this. And then it goes downwards, and this downwards trend all the way to the very end. And at the very end, they come to their senses and they say, like, we're going to win like 5 games. Hopefully 5.
Josh says, Jaguar fans were confident we all got T-Law Meyer. Listen, I was one of those. I'll be honest. I'm probably more optimistic than most. I'd say I'm realist. but I was very confident, and I think Meyer does still have the skill set to do it. I just think his ego and it just got in the way, and he just didn't do it right. But again, that was one of those off seasons where we felt like we won, kind of like how the Texans feel like right now. Like you win the off season. Listen, bro, it's a process. It's a process. You guys are still like 2 years away from winning 6 games.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what happened to Josh. Like he ran into one of those like Florida Jaguar fans, like, and they can't separate the two. Like Urban Meyer won them a couple of like championships back when like Kennedy was president and stuff, and all of a sudden like they get high up and like that, like they're gonna win everything from then on. And then he faked a heart attack and then he left, and then he went to Ohio State and then he did something there or whatever. But I mean, you got to understand, like Nick Saban like went to the NFL, with the Dolphins or whatever. And that didn't turn out too great. And, just sometimes it just doesn't translate.
Right.
So when like those Florida fans or whatever were high up on Urban, I was like, man, y'all tripping hard. But T-Law you can't mess up that pick. Like even Urban couldn't mess up that pick. Like getting him,
he could mess up the player, which I think he did because of the toxic environment that he put him in.
Right. But T-Law won some championships, dude.
Yeah.
T-Law was like, part of Clemson, like had that Debo history. Anthony Richardson, was like not beating Georgia, not beating LSU
or Vanderbilt.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, come on, man.
We are close to our 30-minute mark, so we're gonna get close to ending this out. But just a few notes. TIAA Bank Field is now switching back to Everbank Field, which it's still my second favorite name for the Jaguar Stadium. I'm still an Alltel Stadium OG over here, but I like Everbank Field over TIAA. TIAA is just like a mouthful.
I had to like correct myself so much, or whatever. Like we're going to Everbank. It's TIAA Bank now. Shut up.
No, the bank.
Yeah. I started saying the bank, whatever, but then you got people who are not Jaguars fans around here, like you're going to, Wells Fargo. Like no. Anyway,
here we got another comment from YouTube. Clarence Austin Jr. says Colts think they're gonna win over 7 games with a rookie quarterback that was below 55% in college. WTF? Come on. I mean, the potential's there. The potential. So now that he's on a professional team that's got people that are paid to literally just make him the best quarterback he can be.
Over 7 though?
Let's see.
No way.
I don't know. I haven't looked at their
not over 7.
Their schedule.
7 maybe.
But again, it's the off season. Everyone thinks they're 2 pieces away and they're going to win those 8 games, and everyone says, look at last year, we were in so many games, and if we had just this one piece that we've got now, it would have gone the other way. Listen, bro, every team did that. So the teams that won last year, they added more pieces that will get them over the wins that they didn't get last year. So
you got to separate your personal dreams and hopes from the reality. And like over 7 wins with
So Clarence, you are right.
Yeah.
You are the hammer that hit the nail on the head with that one. So,
one more thing. Miller Electric, the practice facility. Yeah.
Yeah. Talk about it.
So it's done. The people, the players are gonna have somewhere to actually practice. It's not, inside the field or inside the stadium. And it looks great, man. Dude. If you could like pull up some.
Yeah, I'm trying to find some pictures of it right now.
So they finished this giant Jaguars logo on the side of the building. It
looks amazing.
Yeah, really cool. I want to go visit it at like night or something like that and see it up close. So the last time I went to the stadium was during the Chiefs game, and it was being broadcast at Daly's place. And they had some like major progress then. So, but it's pretty cool, like how fast, they could actually get stuff done when the pressure's on. Jaguars winning 11 games in 2023. Titans got a running back that's 30 years old, and the Titans going to run him into the ground this year from Clarence Austin on YouTube. Yeah, man, I agree. It sucks for Derrick Henry, man. Any other team, I feel like, besides like the Browns maybe or whatever, and he would have dozens of Super Bowls. Like, I mean, not dozens or whatever. I mean, over exaggerating, but like, it's sad to see him on a team, whatever, that just like basically every single year the Titans came out. It was like, this is all that we have. We have the greatest running back ever, currently, and this is the team. That's what we're going to put out on the field, and it's insane. Like, even just that has carried them to the playoffs a couple of times, whatever. Because in this division, you just got to be like, okay, a little bit better than okay, and then you get somewhere. So, and that's what happened last season with the Jags, but we stepped it up towards that back half, whatever. So I feel like we're going to be good. I feel like we're going to be good this year. It's going to be fun to watch.
I have no idea what's going on. I'm trying to download it.
I'm just rambling. Waiting for you. Texans have a rookie QB that will need half a year to be legit in the NFL. Jags will run the AFC South for at least the next 3 years. It is sad to see him on the Titans. Titans offense is only Henry, period. I agree, man. Hard agree.
All right. I'm having issues with it, but
it's like at some point, man, like every other team in the AFC South just got behind. Like the Jaguars like did a jump, leap, hurdle, whatever, with Doug Peterson hire. And some awesome things happen with picking up Trevor Lawrence and some other key pieces or whatever that we have. And every other team is just now starting to get their stuff together. And,
here's the logo. Yeah. On the side of the practice facility.
Someone in the comments like made it look teal. Like they put a filter over.
Yeah, they did. That's pretty cool.
They were like, you should have done it like this.
Yeah, that was a missed opportunity. I concur.
I reckon. I mean, it's like, if you put, I don't know how lights work. I'm not Thomas Edison. But I like would teal fade or something like that. I don't know. Would it not look that way after a while or something?
Well, it's the light. It's just the light behind them. I'm sure they can change it.
Yeah, they got LEDs now.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for today, guys. Not a whole lot going on with the Jacksonville Jaguars here in the offseason because what Winners do is take a little break because they got what they need. We've added a few pieces. But anyways, that's it for us today. Where can we find you, Cody?
At Cody Cold. Yeah, at Cody Cold Gaming. Pretty much anywhere, man. Twitter. I've been trying to be active on there. I'm doing the Jags fan battle Twitter account. So yeah, just hit me up on there, man. Like, let's talk about some stuff. Get it off your chest. Yeah.
Nice. You can find me at Matthew G Sports on Twitter. The Jaguars fan battle. We have every social media you can think of. So please, when you get a chance, go to our YouTubes, go to our Twitter, go to all of our social medias, and you will find us there. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and we would super duper appreciate it. Did you have something else to say?
And we're part of the Fan Battle Sports Network.
We are part of the Fan Battle Sports Network. On the bottom, we have fanbattlesports.com. Please go to it. Specifically the Jaguars page. There you'll find our socials as well and our most recent shows and articles. You'll also find the chumps of the division there as well if you want to see them. Anyways, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We really do appreciate it. Until next time, go Jags.
Go Jags, baby.